How are you, dear students? Our lesson today is Polygons and Angles, pages numbers 867 and 868. Let's start with this video. Listen to it carefully.
The essential understanding for this lesson is polygons can be described by their number of sides and angles. Previously, students used the number of sides and vertices to classify polygons as triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, or hexagons. In this lesson, students are introduced to the concept of polygons and angles, including right angles, and they describe polygons based on the number of sides and the number of type of angles. This problem is key because students compare and contrast two quadrilaterals. This prepares them to use sides and angles to describe polygons later in the lesson. Listen and look for students who describe attributes both shapes have and use these attributes to classify the shapes as quadrilaterals. However, some of these students may have difficulty describing how the shapes are different. Ask guiding questions to help them, such as, how are the lengths of the sides of one shape different from the lengths of the sides of the other shape? And, how are the corners of one shape different from the corners of the other shape? Some students may observe that the shape on the left has all sides the same length, while the shape on the right has two shorter sides and two longer sides. They may also observe that the shape on the left has square corners, but the shape on the right does not. Listen and look for other students who include how the shapes are different in their answer. These students are prepared for the remainder of the lesson, in which they will describe polygons by their number of sides and angles, and learn that square corners are right angles.
So, dear students, with our first question here, write the number of angles and then name the shape. The first one here. How many angles can you see in the first shape here? Let's count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have here 5 angles. So what's the name of this shape? Excellent. It's pentagon. Pentagon. The second shape here. How many angles? Let's count them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what's the name of the shape here? It's hexagon. So with 5 angles, the name is pentagon. With 6 angles, the name of the shape is hexagon. What about the third shape here? How many angles can you see? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have here 4 angles. What is the name of the shape here? It's quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. So with 5 angles, it's pentagon. With 6 angles, it's hexagon. With 4 angles, it's quadrilateral. Another question. Here, how many angles? Let's count them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Excellent. So we have here 6 angles. So it's hexagon. Another shape here. How many angles? You can see it's 4 angles. Excellent. So 4 angles. What's the name of the shape? Quadrilateral. Excellent. Another shape here. How many angles? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's pentagon. Excellent. So with 5 angles, the name of the shape is pentagon. Another question here. Draw a polygon with 2 right angles. Do you know what's right angles? The right angle is the angle which measures 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So he wants from you to draw a polygon with 2 right angles and 2 angles that are not right angles, and name the shape you draw. So we have here 4 angles. 2 of them is right angles, and another 2 angles is not right angles, and the other 2 angles are not right angles. So it's what? Excellent. It's quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. And you will draw a shape like this with 4 sides and 4 angles. 2 of them are right angles. Listen to this video carefully.
These shapes. A closed plane shape with 3 or more sides is called a polygon.
You know the names of these polygons.
Name each polygon shown. The polygons are a triangle, square, pentagon, and hexagon. These shapes are not polygons. Polygons are not open shapes. Polygons do not have curved sides. A circle is not a polygon. Why is the shape on the left not a polygon? Why is the shape on the right not a polygon? The shape on the left is not a polygon because it is not a closed shape. The shape on the right is not a polygon because one side is curved. Polygons have angles. They have the same number of angles as sides and vertices. A triangle has 3 angles. A right angle forms a square corner. A square has 4 right angles. What other polygon always has 4 right angles?
Select your answer.
A rectangle always has 4 right angles. The pentagon below has 2 right angles. Now you know how to describe plane shapes by how they look.
So, dear students, with another question here, which plane shapes are sewn together in the soccer ball here? I want you to write 2 shapes here, or 2 polygons you can see here in this ball. Let's count at the first shape. Let's count how many sides or how many angles. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So which shape or which polygon with 5 angles? It's what? Excellent. It's pentagon. Pentagon. We have here another polygon. Let's count its angles. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what's the name of it? It's a hexagon. Excellent. So we have here 2 shapes. One of them is pentagon and another one is hexagon. So we have here pentagons and hexagons. Another question here. Bees make honeycomb. The honeycomb shape uses the least amount of weights. Name the shape and tell how many angles the shape has. Look at this one here. What is its shape? Let's count the angles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what's the name of it? Excellent. It's a hexagon. And you know hexagon has how many angles? 6 angles. So any hexagon has 6 angles. Excellent. Another question here. Draw a polygon shape that has 7 angles. And how many sides does the polygon have? That's the first question. The second one, how many vertices does it have? So first, you should draw a polygon with 7 angles, like this one. When you draw a polygon with 7 angles, you should draw 7 sides. So, our question here, how many sides does the polygon have? Let's count them together. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The same number of angles. So we have here 7 sides. And how many vertices? Look, that's vertices. This point is vertex. So all of them is vertices. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Look here. The number of angles equal the number of sides equal the number of vertices. They are the same number here, 7. What is the name of this polygon? It's a heptagon with 7 sides. So you can name it with heptagon. Excellent. Another question here. Name the shape of the sign blue and write 3 things that describe the shape. Look at this shape. How many angles or how many sides or how many vertices you can see here? Let's count them. That's 1. We'll count angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have here 5 angles. So what is the name of this shape or this polygon? Excellent. It's pentagon. Pentagon. So what do you know about pentagon? Pentagon has 5 sides and 5 vertices and also 5 angles. 5 sides, 5 vertices, and 5 angles. It's pentagon. Excellent, dear students. Don't forget our homework, pages numbers 869 and 870. See you tomorrow.